We didn't plan to still be using this a6500 4 years later when we first bought it, but here it is. This camera has held up to loads of travel and near daily use incredibly well in the time we've had it. It has taken thousands of photos for real-world projects and has been the main camera for hundreds of videos in that time also. In the studio, it stays connected to power and an external recorder, and that's really just to speed up the workflow by recording ProRes files on an external recorder that an Apple computer can edit directly without transcoding. But you also get a little bit nicer picture doing that, especially recording in 4K externally with the higher amount of data you can record in different ProRes modes. It's super quick to swap the battery though and record on the internal SD card otherwise, and the quality is excellent doing it that way as well. Keeping the a6500 in this small rig cage has made it durable enough to wear on a sling all day shooting at crowded events, and it's one of the first things I would recommend looking at for any camera you buy. Pairing the a6500 with Sony's 18-105 f4 power zoom lens with stabilization has made a really versatile package that has worked for video and photos by itself in a lot of situations without carrying additional lenses. The power zoom isn't a feature I'd go for again though, but this lens has done a really good job otherwise. Great color, and it's a really solid package together with this camera. The temptation to go to the full-frame A7S platform for video, or even to FS3 or FS5, is increasing as time goes on, really, but ultimately this aps-c sensor has done a great job for a whole lot less money. Any justification for replacing this with either of those options would realistically include keeping the a6500 as a B camera or a backup for traveling light, because neither of those would cover all of the situations where I want to have a really small camera. In the meantime, the money that would have been spent going up to the full-frame A7, for example, has been better spent on things like lighting and creating opportunities to tell stories by traveling to events or to meet up with people that I want to film. Creating digital content is as much, if not more, about having something to say as it is about having the tools to communicate with. Having the latest and greatest tools is a nice luxury, but not at all a requirement to creating and communicating ideas effectively. With a camera like the a6500, you can get a lot of mileage out of a very reasonable budget, and you can produce professional results reliably in a small package cheap enough to not worry about carrying it around all day out in public. But that's it for this quick video. Hopefully those thoughts on how and why we've used this camera for the last 4 years will help you decide on your next camera, whatever it might be. I really do miss the flip out screens on the Panasonic Lumix Micro Four Thirds systems that we had before, and those are another great value option for an everyday carry camera that can do reliable pro level work. So be honest with yourself about what you need and shop for that instead of trying to cover every future possibility and what if scenario. The important thing is that you're getting out there and telling stories. Thanks for watching.